What's up, everybody? So today we're working on Luke's truck once again. Last time you guys saw, we got the front end completely converted over to the 2600, which you guys can see here. Turned out sick. I'm really happy with the way it looks. It looks so much more aggressive. The hood bubble looks sick. The fenders being flared out even more looks even better. And then just having the 4x4 on there is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I dig it. So today's plan is to go ahead, finish up the swap, get everything else converted over to the 2600. We got the doors off of the red truck so far, which I have them setting here. And the main reason we're taking these doors and replacing them with these doors is just because these ones here still have the holes from where the big, I don't know what you call them, like the big farm style
like
mirrors.
The towing mirrors.
I mean, if you guys go back a ways, you could see like the big wide brackets here and stuff. So that'll delete all that. And we're still kind of on the fence about what to do as far as the mirrors go. I think we're just gonna kind of hang on to both of them.
Well, I want to run these first just to see how I like them, and maybe we'll go.
Because you still have the fender mirrors, which we can put those on. We're just kind of debating.
Yeah, drilling into these is a little bit more scary than
because
the
these 2600 fenders are a little bit harder to find. But we're gonna hang on to these little corner pieces for future, just because we do decide to go fender mirrors. We'll have that, and we have those ones to use for now. So that'll be the plan. Swap over the doors, and then the bed we'll be swapping over as well. We already started taking the bed off outside. We got 7 of the 8 bolts off, but then it started pouring, so we had to stop. So we have to do this kind of quickly because I also want to get the doors swapped out as fast as possible, just because I don't want to get that interior all wet. So we'll do that now and then continue on with the whole conversion of this truck. Oh, we also got the trim. Yep. So one more piece we're gonna do is the trim, just because that's got like a few dents. It's kind of broken. You can see all the clips over here are kind of busted off. So we're gonna have to paint the trim black, but for now, let's go and get these doors swapped out. All right, so in order to get these doors off, there's 2 bolts here, 2 bolts down here. They're all 12 millimeters, and then there's one little pin here just to pop off. I'm gonna go ahead, take this all off. Probably not be able to film it just because it's gonna need 2 people, 1 person to hold the door so it doesn't just fall off. Don't need it hitting the 240, and then another person to undo the bolts. So like I said, we're gonna do this as quick as possible. We can get the brown ones on that red truck outside. Doors off. Next up, we'll go ahead and swap it out for the red door. Door is on, so it all works just fine. You can see there it swings open and closed. The only thing is, that honestly sucks to put on. So definitely have some kind of help or some kind of thing to put the door on so you can level it and get it to aim or align properly. And the other thing too, the red truck actually had aftermarket speakers and stuff in it. So I don't know if we'll be putting speakers in there or not. And I don't know if that is even a factory option to have speaker doors. You guys know, throw it down in the comments. But we're gonna go ahead and continue on, swap out the other door and throw them on the red truck now. Well, we just managed to get this door on, so this one's good to go now. Luke's already in here chilling. Yeah, dude. Weird, huh? It all works pretty good. That's what I was talking about with the speakers and stuff earlier. And then it's kind of cool. It's already got the gray interior, because I know you're wanting to do that here eventually.
Yeah, maybe we, I don't know.
Make our own? That.
Yeah, maybe we make our own. I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool. Because, I mean, he's already got, like, he drilled holes out or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if that's, like, a factory option or not. We're not entirely sure, but it's just cool to have the doors on now. We tried putting on the brown doors outside. That was kind of a bust. We didn't really get very far with that. It started pouring immediately. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background or not, but it's raining pretty heavy outside. We ended up taking, like, grocery bags, garbage bags, all that good stuff, covering everything up so that it can't get wet, keeping the carpet and stuff somewhat dry, at least hopefully. We managed to get the ECU and everything covered. Yeah. It's like way back over there on the floor, so we got that all covered up. Didn't want to get that wet. So with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and maybe try to do this trim, this stuff here, just because we have that in the bed, and that shouldn't be too difficult to do. So I think you want to do that now? Yeah, we can pop the hood quick and get the cowl off. Yeah, and then once we get that done, if it's still raining, we can go ahead, break all the 8 bolts that are underneath the bed, get those loose. That way for when it does get nice, we can go ahead and swap beds. So in order to do all this trim that we have around the window, we have to go and pop the hood, just like before. Wrap it up. Yeah, there we go. And then go ahead and pop out this cowl panel again. Pretty simple, like I said, it's just these bolts here, or I guess these little plastic tabs. These ones also hold it down, but on the brown one, they were all busted, so we didn't know. But yes, it's this and all those, and then that clip comes out. And underneath here will be a few screws, and then the rest of this is just held on by those plastic clips. There you guys can see each one of the screws, all those got to come out. This will release this lower piece. This piece here We should be able to just pop out now. Yeah. These clips here are pretty brittle, so yeah, let's go and keep popping them out up here.
Okay.
Windshield trim is out now. That was a little bit harder to film. I tried doing it, but it didn't quite work out. I think whoever put this, I think this is like a new windshield. Somebody else put it in there because there's obviously like no cracks or chips or anything in it. And it was all glued in up here, and all the little clips and stuff were glued in as well. So next up, we'll go and throw in the new one. The new one is chrome. So it'll eventually have to get painted to be black to match everything else. But as you guys can see here, I mean, obviously the rest of the truck is going to get painted at some point or wrapped or something, because this is brown, this is red, everything else is brown aside from like the bed and stuff once you swap that out. So everything's going to happen eventually, but for now we're just going to swap over the trim because that chrome trim's in much better shape. Okay, well, we just managed to get the trim all put on. There you guys can see it looks kind of basically how we got it when we got the truck. The only thing is there's one small little dent over there, nothing too major. Compared to the other trim, it had a bunch of little dings and dents over there from like rock chips and stuff hitting it. So now this cleans it up. Now, eventually we are going to end up painting that trim back to black just because
this looks kind of old man.
Yeah, it's a little old man style, so we can't have that. It doesn't go along with everything that we want. So we'll eventually paint it black again. Probably pull it off the truck when we go to do that. Probably do when we go to paint the entire truck.
Buy some more clips.
Yeah, we're gonna need some more clips. Whoever installed this windshield, or I guess whoever had this truck previously, put a new windshield in there and had ended up actually gluing in everything. So we had to go through, pry all those clips out, clean the glue out, and make it so it fit properly. It's done. It's good now, so I'm happy with that. But like you said, eventually we'll have to get some new clips because I'm sure we're gonna break them when we do pop them out again.
Yeah.
But other than that, it is good. With that being said, we are going to wait just a little bit longer just because it is still raining outside and we can't really do much. So we'll bring you guys back once it is done raining. We'll swap the doors out and then we'll move on to the bed.
A few moments later.
So it's currently the next day, I guess I should say night, because you and I, we've been working throughout the day now. Just didn't film anything. We've been messing with the red truck outside. We managed to get the bed off. It all cleaned up and ready to go. So today, like we said previously, we want to go ahead, pop off this brown bed, get that out of the way so we can go and swap on the red bed. Now in order to do that, we went ahead, pulled these screws out that were in here to keep the gas door and everything loose inside there. All that's left to do is go ahead, take out the taillights, the wiring harness underneath, and then there should be, I think there's 8 bolts underneath.
There's 8.
So we'll show you guys those once we get ready to pop those out. For now, let's go ahead and pop out these taillights. Okay, so now we got the taillights out, which it's kind of tight back here, but we managed to get them out. Wiring harness has to come out underneath, and then there should be 8 bolts that are underneath the bed here. Let me grab a light here so you guys can see. Oop. So there's one here. We've already went through and kind of loosened them all up. One there, one right there. And if you go underneath here, way up there, hopefully you guys can see that. And then there's also, if you come right back here on the bed of the truck, it's kind of dark, but there's one directly right here. So that should be all the bolts and wiring, and then we should be good to go. So let's go and finish this up, pop this bed off, and then get the red bed on. So the wiring is all out now, so you can see here there's like the taillight clips and whatnot. There's also like a hookup for the trailer. All that stuff is disconnected now, and some of it we may just delete because obviously we probably won't be pulling a trailer with this truck anymore or at all. So should be good. Everything should be out of the way. I think the bed should be able to lift up now. Yep. So we are good to go. Going to open the garage door. Take this bed outside and then bring the red one in. Okay, so one little setback. We're gonna try to take this tailgate off. as you guys can see, that was way harder than what it should have been.
The red one was way easier.
Yeah, we managed to get this thing off now. This film that kept getting in the way. I don't quite understand why. It was really flexing, but it's good. It's off. This is pretty gross on top. So
yeah,
I think for now we can go ahead, throw the bed on here and stuff. But I think for the next video, what we should do is finish off pour 15ing this. You can kind of see we did get this top side a little bit, but I think we could do a better job, especially with this back half and up here and everything. Same thing with that crossbar that goes there.
Yeah.
And you guys can see like the exhaust now. You guys can see the shocks, which is really cool. But yeah, I think we should pour 15 and clean this all up, because it's kind of gross.
It'll give us a chance to undercoat that too.
Yeah, the red bed needs to be undercoated. So I think for now you want to just throw the bed on just to see what it looks like.
Let's just get it on, see what it looks like.
Finish it off. So let's go ahead and do that real quick, and we'll bring you guys back once we're done, because
this is a pain in the butt.
that was a little bit of a crap show right there. So let's keep on going. So we just managed to get the bed on. That absolutely sucked. That was a lot of work. That thing weighs a ton. I guess it's not too bad as far as weight goes. The fuel neck gets in the way, so it definitely would probably help to have a third person. We got moths in here like crazy now. But I think if we had a third person, it'd be a little easier to help align it. But here it is. We got the bed on. It looks super sick. It's kind of funny having like this little brown stripe here, because it's the color of the cab and whatnot. But look how wide those boys are. So we definitely have like some sunken tires now. So we're gonna need to upgrade to something here in the future.
Yeah.
I know we've been talking. We got plans, which we'll probably share with you guys
soon
when it gets to that point. Let's go and show them this side too, just give them a better
this
visual.
This is the good side.
Because this side's actually all red compared to the other side, with it have like that pink and whatnot. But yeah, that fuel neck here definitely gets in the way. So it's on now. It's not 100% complete. We still got a few more things to do. We didn't want to bolt this thing down completely. We just want to get it done and have it finalized to be able to look at it and see it swapped. We still need to put the tailgate in, the taillights, all that good stuff. But before we do that, we'll probably pop this bed off and
undercoat.
Pour 15.
Yeah.
I think we're going to pour 15 the frame rails that are underneath here. And then we also want to undercoat this bed too, because this bed isn't perfect, but it's in way better shape than what the brown bed was. There's a few little issues here and there. I think there's that corner back over there has got a little bit of bubbling and whatnot, which we're gonna have to address here in the future. But for now, I'm not too worried about it. I just really like the way the truck looks. I know,
dude,
you're way happy about it.
This was a good choice. This was a really good choice.
I mean, you guys can look at the whole truck here. It looks so good. I'm so happy with this.
Same.
Those rear bed sides and stuff just flare out so much more. Like if you decide to put some big meaty boys back there.
Bicycle tires on this thing right now.
Yeah, it looks good though.
Yeah, we need some meats. We need some big old meats.
Something here in the future. So stay tuned for that. For now, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this video out, because we did a lot of work today. We got everything put away. I mean, we did a bunch of stuff last night, especially struggling with the rain and whatnot. But yeah, I'm super happy to have this bed on.
Same.
So next video, probably pour 15, undercoating, all that good stuff, and yeah,
finalize it.
So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.